like, yeah, I'm gonna try promoting. I'm gonna talk to Dennis. I'm gonna say, hey, like, let me use your license. I'm gonna put the show together. Like, all right. I'm like, you should fight. Like, I don't know. I haven't fought in a couple. I'm like, no, you should fight. We should feature you. So I talked to Dennis. Started to put like a card together. Hollywood Park Casino, I remember. Called it Extreme Muay Thai Challenge. It was a great card back then. I remember Edmund fought on the card. Malaya Pet fought on the card.
Malaya Pet, wow.
Yeah, Baxter Humpy fought on the card. I mean, some
the
big,
who's who, right?
Yeah, the who's who.
Yeah.
Back then, it was when Malaya Pet fought, everybody showed up.
Yeah.
So we put the show together.
Was it at Carmor's as well?
No, it was at Hollywood Park.
Hollywood Park,
right next to the racetrack upstairs, the second floor.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a lot of friends, so we had a lot of sponsors. Sports books and traffic ticket assist and this and our friends. Rhino Insurance. It was a successful show for what it was.
Yeah.
I think if I knew what I know now back then, I would have probably made like $100,000 on that show because we just spent stupid money on that show.
I mean, it was a different time too, right? Before social media, and like different ways to communicate, right? Pre that, but everything was like magazines and
we had
kind of like
Facebook. No, we had my page.
MySpace.
MySpace or my page or something like that.
Yeah, MySpace. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, MySpace.
That was kind of like form of advertising, I guess, putting it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not like it is now.
No. Like, we were just, again, we were spending just like, oh, you want this? Okay, we're bringing fighters from Canada for sure. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Flights, hotels, this, that. But, you learn, like I learned through the process. Basically, I had to pay my way to learn. Like right now, it's so much easier for, anybody else because it's just out there. People could, like I've never turned down anybody if they wanted to know anything about promoting because I had to learn the hard way. I had to literally, I was working, 12-hour shift at.
Yeah, you always had a full-time job, grinding.
I've been in post-production. Well, I had been in post-production for 22 years. I was working, 12-hour shifts. And then, on a lunch break, I'm making matches. I'm selling tickets. I'm putting the poster together with, the graphic designer. So it was literally like, back then it was a one-man show or, I had some friends that were helping me out, but, we didn't have the ticketing system. We had to literally handwrite all the tickets, like section A, row 1, seat 1, seat 2, seat 2. Man, like our thing room table was just full of tickets, and then you miss up one number, and then two people are sitting in the same seat. You're like, oh man, I wish there was an easier way.
I'm trying to think, because I did a couple. I did a couple shows. I promoted a couple shows. I don't want to.
National Fight Alliance.
That wasn't here in LA, but in New Mexico, because I fought there, and then not that I was like, oh, money, but I was like, man, I'm doing it already because I was like selling all these tickets, and then I had the fight. I was like, I might as well like do it,
Yeah.
And then we did a couple of promotions. I did it with Chris Cordero. I don't know if you know, he's a King of the Cage matchmaker. He was my matchmaker for the King of the Cage at the beginning, and we just kind of talked. We had a conversation, and then we just did it, And I remember the making the seating charts and like the numbers and. I mean, it was crazy, and I was fighting on the card, and I had all my guys fighting on the card as well.
Yeah, it's
different times,
It was when you look back at it, right? It was so fun.
Yeah, so much fun. It was like a Wild West though, too, right?
Yeah.
You still had the athletic commission, but I think there was like less rules, right?
Right now medicals. If you want to get fully medical license to fight, it's going to cost you like $890.
Oh yeah.
Back then it was much cheaper. The doctors were getting paid less. I mean, your overall nut was much lower back then.
Yeah.
Obviously, price of living's gone up, so you got to pay people more. But